All right, we are 18 weeks post show. I guess soon I should be counting down the weeks to the next show. Last time I made the video, we had discussed NPC Universe, which last year the show was in South Carolina, and I was concerned that it would be there again. And I just found out, probably right after the video, they announced that it's going to be in Jersey. So that's one thing off my chest. If I go to New Jersey, it's the same place I did my last show in Jersey. So that was really great. I was stressed because it was far away, meaning 3 or 4 hours. But now I know what to expect because I know where I'm going. I know the hotel. I know what they provide and what they don't provide. I'm assuming my son will be going with me on this little get together, right, Rye?
Yeah.
And that's he'll be 21 by then, so we'll probably have some post drinks after that. And so he'll be on his way. I don't think the rest of my family will be able to make it because this being a national show, it's actually a bigger event. It starts on a Thursday, and they have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Instead of everything being in one, like some of the local shows, and it takes all day, these shows, they have so many participants, national people trying to go pro, that they schedule each division on a separate day, a certain amount of divisions. So I'm assuming if I take last year's what I saw, Thursday would be wellness and figure and maybe some other one. So that would mean if I have to go up Thursday on the show, I have to be there Wednesday. But then I looked and it says you have to check in by Wednesday. So I'm not sure if I'm going to leave super early Wednesday morning to check in for this show, or my better bet would be to leave on Tuesday and arrive that afternoon so I have an extra day of rest and just to take my time, and then I would be checking out Friday, because then the shows continue with the different divisions Friday and Saturday, but by Thursday night I'll be wrapped up and ready to go home. And the show will be June 30th through July 2nd, so it's just before July 4th weekend, just before everyone is going to party for July 4th. So good eats. So if I'm assuming we did a 16-20 week prep, that would mean we would start prep around March. I like to start early. I think it's like the end of March, but I would like to start cleaning up my diet in February, March, and just get into the mindset of what I have to do. So meaning I like to take, even before my coach tells me, I'll take all my cheat meals out, I'll clean it up, I won't have any cheats. And usually all of a sudden my water weight goes down within a week or two. So I'll lose 5 pounds off the bat. So if I stay consistent and I know what I have to do, then I really get into the mindset. And then once he goes, okay, let's start, I'm already in the mindset. I'm already ready to go. And I'm pretty happy about that. What else can I tell you about that? Nothing really else. Everything goes the same as far as the show. We really haven't talked about it, me and my coach. I'm assuming that's what I'm going to do. That's what probably I would like to do. And I've heard that just because you go to a national show, of course, don't expect to be first place because there's going to be so many people. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised in my division alone, there's going to be 15, 20 girls fighting to get a pro card. And to get a pro card, you need to be in first place. I'm not sure, I'm not overly confident, meaning I'm not one with an ego saying, hey, I'm going to kick ass. I'm going to bring my best package. I'm going to do the best I can in my own means and my own body. I know what I've done. I'd like top 5 to gauge where I'm at. If I don't get number 1, that would be my last show to be able to qualify. So what would happen is, my best case scenario is, if I don't reach number 1, what I would do is take a show right after a regional show, and try to hit one again, which is a good chance I would hit one first place in a regional show because I did it twice this year. So I'm only going to look better, and hopefully if I do a regional show right after Teen Universe and I'm already conditioned for it, I'm going to look my best. And if I do a show after and I get first place again, I can qualify for the following year. So this leads me to just work on myself for another year and try for my pro card again. Or I could technically try for another national show, but you know, it's really hard. I'm not sure what the dates are, and the traveling and the money. I mean, just the money alone on the hotels and the drives and all the things I have to do, and the divisions, and the cost of just being at the show, I heard, is a little more than the cost of a regional show. So I think my best bet would just be to do a small regional show after and qualify, go off season and do the same thing I did this year. So those are my options right now, unless my coach tells me otherwise, unless there's a show somewhere else that he thinks I should do. But I still got a few months of eating. My coach has pulled back 2 days of some of my calories because my weight kept going up. But I mean, I'm cheating here and there, so I know my weight's going up. So he pulled back and I was good this week, and my weight went down, and he was happy with that. So he's like, we're in a good spot. So it seems like he doesn't want to get me all the way high weight like he did last year. Last year I got up to almost 140, I think. I think at my high I was like 142. But right now, when I checked in, I was sitting at 131, 132. And he doesn't seem to want to get me any higher than that. Maybe he thinks it's going to be harder for me to take off the weight. I'm already lean enough, and maybe he just wants to work with that. So I don't really know what he's thinking. Besides that, maybe it's just better for me not to put on so much weight because it'll be harder to take it off, which I'm fine with it. I haven't been that hungry anyway. I'm not super hungry. All the cravings are gone. I mean, I see something, I want it, I eat it. No big deal. I still have my diets. I hate calling it a diet because people think dieting, I'm restricting calories, but it's not restricting. I'm just following a meal plan that my coach has given me, which has a shit ton of food and protein and carbs. So I'm constantly eating, and sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to eat anymore. We're sitting at a good place. It's almost the holidays. I did have a separate coach just for to build, and I kind of did a side-by-side comparison of last year versus this year, and I already see improvements, especially my quads and my legs, my lower body, which that was what I was trying to achieve. I wasn't really concerned with anything on the top because I like the way my top looks, and the judges had gave me good feedback on my top. It's always the bottom half that I need to work on. So when I compared the two, I could see so much new development, and my coach had commented on it too. So I'm hoping when I shed, I don't lose this ass, because I really like the way I look now. I'm happy with it, and if that can stay, I wish I could spot train, but no one can spot train. It's bullshit. Once I start losing weight, fat on my ass will go, and I will have less of an ass, and hopefully I've developed enough muscle in there that most of it will stay. As far as anything else, I stopped working with the other trainer in development. I just needed a break because I had gotten sick. I had a really bad laryngitis and a sinus infection, and then the holidays were coming up, so I said, you know what, let me stop here. I'll 4 months with her, let me continue what I was doing before, and I'm just getting ready to hang out with my boys. No presents this year. We're going away on vacation, so I plan to just chill out and then hit the new year running, hopefully. By the new year, mid-January, I found another neurologist that will get me in January instead of February. So maybe by January, I'll have some answers to my health issues, which has nothing to do with my training or working out, of my extreme dieting. So that's great, because some people will attribute that. They'll ask me, oh, these health things has anything to do with training, and it doesn't. You know, I've confirmed it with my doctors. It has nothing to do with that. So on that doctor's note, you know, I can continue what I'm doing unless something else comes up, and we will decide from there. I haven't gotten any medications. I haven't gotten anything. So we are still working. Whatever I have right now seems to be in remission, for the most part. You know, every day I kind of just hope that it stays like that. And I've been very fatigued last week for no reason, and I have off and on fevers, but I think something's going around because my little guy was sick. We took him to the ER thinking maybe it was COVID because someone in his school had COVID. So just to make sure we weren't spreading anything, I took him in. They told me he tested negative for COVID, for flu, for RSV, and some other virus. So he has a common cold. And that was Thursday. And then today's Sunday, and now my other son has 102 fever and the same congestion. So I'm not even going to bother checking him for COVID, because I know, somebody in my family just got sick. Everything seems to be COVID nowadays, but they don't have COVID. That's it. I did change my hair color a little bit. As you can see, it's a little lighter. Got kind of highlights going on. I just want to do something different. It was blonder, but I hated it, and put another toner in. And I'm wishing you guys a happy holidays, because I'm sure I'm not going to check back in until the new year. And I hope everyone stays safe and stays healthy and happy. And thanks for following. Continue what you're doing.